my opinion, you should see the movies because it'll try to give you background story, and you might understand a little more. But the problem is between the movies and the games, he has feelings in the movie. Don't get me wrong, because anybody in the movie, it's Hollywood. It's gonna happen.
The only thing those movies share with this series is the name of the character.
That's fair. I can agree to an extent for that, yes. And that's the problem when I come back to emotions, is the fact that they give them emotions.
They give them girls to save and whatnot. They bring in just absolutely the first one, the one with Timothy Elephant.
Yeah,
he the whole story arc behind that is instead of being clones, is they're lost boys like Peter Pan or something like that
from an orphanage, and then they got trained and brought up and
that's cool. That's cool that the director had a different vision for it.
Yeah.
I really don't need a shot for shot remake of the first game. Right. That's why I play video games. But I think what I'm trying to say here is when Hollywood makes these games, and I get that, and there's a whole list of YouTube videos that break down, the video game industry and the movie industry trying to collab. Go YouTube that, you'll see all sorts of that. So we're not going to get into that right now.
Right.
However, to this day, to me, they have never made a solid Hitman movie. The second one had to deal with they made him a clone this time.
Yeah, they were trying to go by the story lore a little bit, and that he was genetically enhanced.
Yep, and they even went with a different story arc, which I actually, in theory, should have really hit.
Yeah, I thought so too.
They brought in a newer clone, one that's supposed to be 47's equal, and he had this weird sort of perma skin that couldn't be penetrated in any way, shape, or form.
Hollywood.
And you know what? I really couldn't get into that movie.
That's fair. Like, see, they were trying to hype things up. And here's the thing that's so funny is, iCare predicted this. And it's very predictable when it comes to video games clashing with movies these days, because a lot of people are doing books, or, you got Lord of the Rings, or, you have Star Wars getting ready to come out, and stuff like that. They're trying to penetrate other books that people write, because it's the intensity. And then, like, bam, put it into video. And now the problem is, video games are these days generation. It's becoming so much more hyped. It's becoming the new thing. It's like, oh, this video game, let's make a movie.
It's dead.
Yeah.
It's not actually dead. I have a library downstairs. Don't quote me. Don't. I want your opinions. Please share your opinions.
All of them down below. Yep.
I don't actually mean that print is dead.
Right.
Just gonna throw that out there. But video games are the hot new thing. They've been so since the 90s. Yep. So if you haven't been with us since then, or you've been in a hole, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's your fault.
They're always gonna change. They're always gonna move on, and people really seem to have their opinions on. Oh, well, this game ruined my childhood, and the same really could be said for Hitman.
Yeah,
because it has been around, because it's such an episodic journey.
Right.
It's been all the way through the 90s and here into the 2010.
Yeah, and it's been in the 2010s. So the problem is people are trying to hype it up too much. Is my opinion on that, is because I predicted that, oh, there's a movie. That means there's going to be a game coming out again. And here's the thing. This last E3, they, put it out there. But the thing is, they're taking a new aspect on the new game coming out. And this time, they did not show as much as they should. Because Absolution and Blood Money, they showed too much. Preview-wise, everything. You knew what was going to happen. Kunststoin versus Evie Miss Diana. This new one, it's a struggle. For once.
Which one was the one with the nuns?
Absolution. That's the one that showed too much, and how the world's against them.
That's really the only one that I remember seeing. Just every 5 minutes there was a commercial for Absolution.
Yeah, all the time.
The sexy, sexy nuns. But it had really nothing to do with the story.
I know. That's what I didn't understand. Like, why are these here? Oh, because they're agents too, and they're a part of the group, and take them out.
Sexy nuns with guns.
Yep. That's all it is. Nuns with guns. That's what their sell was. Right there. And Agent 47s are like, oh, they might get aroused out of that. I'm like, what are you talking about? If you met the guy, it's just like, have we gone through the history? No. I don't think so.
And what's crazy is the guy that played 47 in the games.
Right.
Looks like him.
Yeah, he does.
And so, it's always that big fan rumor And I love the fan rumor mill. You guys are absolutely amazing. Keep doing it.
Yeah, don't stop.
Don't stop. But I'm going to start it again. You heard there's a new 47 movie coming out, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to call it Hitman, Silent Assassin. It's actually going to be starring the guy that played Hitman in the games.
Ooh, that's
I
awesome.
know.
Man.
Your poker face is awful.
Damn. Did I give it away, guys?
You did.
My bad.
But how awesome would that be?
Yeah, it would be.
I mean, he's getting old now, but like for real, 10 years ago when I heard that rumor, I was like, yes, dude, do that. For real, he looks like him, like identical.
Yep.
So anyway, going into the movies again.
Yep.
And we can even compare them side by side. You know, I wouldn't say that Agent 47 was better than Hitman with Timothy Elephant. I wouldn't say that it's better. I would say that it's different. That it's a different way of going. It's closer to the source material. But that's kind of like being in Japan for the first one and then moving to Germany and say, well, we're still closer to the U.S. Well, were you? You were in Japan before. You could have just gone the other way.
Yeah, but we're not there yet.
So no. We're going in the right direction.
Yeah, that's what it is. Direction. This is where we're going. Maybe one day we'll get there, and then maybe Charlie will be astonished for once, and we'll get the movie right.
Absolutely.
You never know.
Doubtful.
But my thing is, I can be hopeful. That's my opinion on that. I can be hopeful. Him, he could be a realist. That's fair. Everybody has a realist. I'm optimistic about things sometimes, and I try to hope for the best. But
and I'm rather a pessimist, and you really got to show it to me in order for me to actually give a crap.
Yeah, you got to show me. Yeah.
All right, so breakdown. Now we're gonna go into our opinion category.
Yeah.
So
every time.
Hitman as a series, the video game series.
Okay.
Should you play it?
My opinion, and this is me, of course, I the games. I tell that you could play it. If you want a straight answer, no, you shouldn't play it. Reason B, I say that from my opinion, is the factor that you need a certain kind of person to play these video games. Does that mean you're a better person? No. Does that mean that this person's weird or stupid or whatever? No, that's what I mean. What I mean is it takes a certain kind of person and patience. Don't get me wrong, because you'll have those gun-running bunny people that are, bam, I'll blast through and blow everybody up. Or those people are like, oh, cool, I can get into the game, I can learn how to do this, I can do that. And so my opinion on the game is, you shouldn't play it unless you know that this is your type of game. And that is my opinion on this whole thing, is don't play it unless you know. And that's my opinion to a point, and I'm going to keep it that way. And Charlie, what is your opinion on this?
My opinion is not to disagree with you.
Oh, you're fine. Just tell me right.
My opinion is that this game is really for everyone. That there's something in that game for absolutely everyone. You want a good story arc?
Right.
It's absolutely amazing. Play through the story arc. I'd recommend for those of you that like stories to start out on Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. That's the one with the most story driven. And then get in from there. That's the good starter point.
Yeah.
For you completionists out there, yes. You have to play this game because it's going to drive you just absolutely mental trying to get Silent Assassin ranking on every
single mission.
Right? It's like finding the Riddler trophies in Arkham Asylum. You have to do it. You don't know why.
But you have to.
But you have to do it.
Because you think, one thing I can point out for that opinion is, it's like before achievements are achievements. Because Hitman and Silent Assassin didn't have achievements. That's when it became to be mental note. Your mental achievements. I've got to get this right.
Absolutely. For those of you that, I'm talking to you Call of Duty folk, or Call of Modern Warfare, Black Ops 5, 17.
7,000, yeah.
For you guys, right? For you guys. You guys know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
This is also still a game for you, right? You're not playing as an army in this one. You're playing as a one-man army. You get all the same guns, and you can even switch between first and third-person mode.
Yeah.
Level of customization on that point is great. Right? So you can't play with your friends, and that's really what you're looking for Call of Duty games, and I get that.
That's what it's for.
All right? But again, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, me and my buddy, we had a competition to see who could get the better Silent Assassin score.
Yep, and mine was just who could do it differently and be just as good.
All right? And so that's actually where I learned to be a first-person shooter. That's where I picked up my skills, because being an assassin, you got to be good. You have to learn to get pinpoint accurate with your controller or mouse, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, and how to get better and accurate. Like for me, when I became a first-person shooter, I was all the way back to the beginning. I'm talking Quake. That's where I started. And then Half-Life, it progressed into a different era of what it is. And then Hitman, I had to calm down. That's all I did. And that's my whole aspect on that. I
Absolutely.
Had to calm down.
It teaches you patience.
Yeah, and I'll give it to them. It did teach me patience. Was that just a gun-blasting person's all the time, bang, 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 bang? Yeah. I got through it. I went through it like a billet. But no, that's what it did for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Calm down, realize you could be more of a badass instead of just running through the room with your head cut off.
So for those of you that are COD players, I'd recommend playing that.
Yeah. Just
to get better at Call of Duty. Use it as a training camp for you. And then finally, for those of you that... on both aspects of it, all right? So for those of you that just like the newest, most popular game out there, they're still making these.
Yep.
All right, so the graphics are absolutely amazing. I said, again, they go all the way back into the 90s, which actually even covers our retro players.
Yeah, it does.
So you retro guys, you can go back and start playing that from the beginning, and you'll absolutely love it. The graphics haven't changed that much over time, but really, if you go back and look at it, it's there's a noticeable difference.
Yeah, it progresses as it goes. Basically, this game, this series, this saga completion, it goes into that 20-year vault. It's not there just yet, but it might as well, because it gives its own genre of how to play video games. It's its own peak. There's nothing else like this. This game rooted it off of going to like Arkham Asylum. No way it is now, because I know you people that play Batman have your own opinions, and Batman's amazing. Same thing. It's just that much faster, much more intensity.
And you can kill.
So
not that's a good thing. That's,
yeah.
If you like killing, that's your thing. You can empty out your feelings there.
Yeah. Bullets all everywhere.
And it's not actually that bloody, oddly enough. So it's not like Mortal Kombat bloody.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing.
It's accurate amounts of blood. Yeah. It's weird.
That's the thing. Developers, one thing I'll point out is have their own edge of what they do with their video game. Even if that game sucked, there's something that stood out.
Yeah.
That's my opinion to that. Is there's something that stood out. It could be the most dumbest game ever.
Yeah.
And I never want to play it again. But then you know what? They did their job, because I'll remember back and be like, hell, this is almost like that one game.
Yeah.
Every time, no matter what.
Absolutely. So overall, that's pretty much Hitman in a wrap up.
Yep.
So go ahead and give us your favorite Hitman game. Tell us if we were wrong in spots, and we'll absolutely cop to being wrong.
All the negativity and the positive, all of it. I want to hear all of it, so we can strive for you guys to understand, and us also.
And if you'd like us to go ahead and break down another series of games, go ahead and leave that too, and we'll put it on the old docket there.
Yep, and we'll put it on there. And if you're interested, just let us know, and we'll get in there. And make sure, I want you to smash that like button for us on YouTube, and also subscribe. Hey guys, I just wanted to thank you guys for coming out and watching the video with us, for Evo Gaming, of course, and please come back next time.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for coming out and seeing us this time. Make sure to come back for future videos. Click that subscribe button. Any comments you feel are right, negative, positive, we like them all. So just make sure to keep on coming back.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Perfect. That's exactly